know you're special?
Oh, Lord, no.
I mean, just the look and everything of it.
The look, maybe. It's a totally different guitar. It's like a goddess.
Yeah.
And the amp, I mean, the combination is out of this world.
Yeah.
It's so responsive. The way it cleans up.
Yeah.
The dynamics are just unreal.
You know, coming off of playing that Z record a while ago.
That sounds like a telly, practically, you know? You get that pop jangle. All the way up to that full on. That's just unbelievable. Two volume knob, or a volume knob and a tone knob. Two knobs, three knobs.
Yeah, you're only using two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really, really special setup. When you know, simple has always been better. It always seems to be better. You can get as fancy as you want and as tricky as you want, and it's cool. But as soon as you go old school and plug something in and realize where all the sounds you grew up from came from and how easy it really was, you just kind of go, why do I need all this crap?
Mm-hmm.
You know, buy the right guitar, buy the right amp, buy the right cable.
Says the man who just built a wet, dry, wet
Yeah.
rig for a guy.
Well, everything has its
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
you know.
For an artist who wants it.
This is
Yeah. And this is the realization. You know, simple is where you start. The tone has to come from here. What you do with it after that, that's up to your imagination. If it's not in there in the first place, you're never going to get it. You know, you can always take something out. That's the thing that I love about the P90. You can growl it right up, but there's so much top end response out of the right P90. That one's really great. You can make a telly sound out of it, but you can get a really angry Les Paul out of it at the same time. You know, humbucker won't do that. Sure, it buzzes when the lights are in the wrong position. Oh well, you know, that's just part of being a guitar player, pretty much. But you know, that's a great place to start if you're looking for something that it really impresses you and inspires you to say, okay, what's my first building block? You know.
So, guitar podcast listeners, go to your local guitar store and ask them for a 50s Les Paul.
It just doesn't get any better than that, you know. And you sit down and if you're a wise, you know, the one thing that I've always believed is that the wise man learns by the mistakes of others.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look at all of the fancy gear in the world, and if it doesn't sound good, start taking stuff out. You know, a lot of times the more stuff you take out, the better it sounds. Mm-hmm. This rig that I did for this guy in Columbus here a couple of weeks ago, he had all kinds of gear, and it was all plugged in just the way the manufacturer said they wanted you to use it. God, it was awful. You know, it was so noisy and just so bad. And we really didn't replace much of anything in his rig. We just redid it and did it the way that it should be. You know, don't always listen to what the manufacturer says. You know. Of course, I've had an occasion to make enough mistakes with it on myself to know what works and what doesn't. But you know, you put certain things in the nose end and certain things in the effects loop. If it doesn't have an effects loop, you get an attenuator with a line out so you can make one. You know, call it a good day.